Hey, what's going on, guys? Dan with Barrel Blades and Barbells. Today I am actually going to do my final review video on this hog right here. This thing is freaking, it's really nice. This is the Sightmark Wolfhound. It's actually considered a dual optic system. It's not just a standard optic, it's actually 2-in-1. As you can see, you've got your standard zoom style, big red dot kind of optic here. This one's actually a 6x44, so it's got the 44 millimeter lens there and 6 times all-time zoom. It doesn't actually zoom in or out, which I was a little skeptical about. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna like that. Upon further investigation, playing with this thing, messing around with it, I come to like it quite a bit, actually. I was kind of surprised. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about not being able to zoom in. I've always been one of those people that likes to play with the zoom. I don't know why, but I was like, I don't know how that's gonna be. How's my field of view gonna be with being 6 times magnification? Well, the first thing I will say is having a 44 millimeter lens, the field of view was actually really big. I was kind of surprised at how big it actually was, but with having this guy, this little mini shot mounted on top, you're actually able to change from zoom to wide open. Now, some of you might be like, I don't want the extra weight, I don't want to deal with the transitioning, but I've recently changed my mind about how this thing actually operates. So first off, I just recently watched a video and my wife just told me she wants to go for our 4-year, I think it's 4-year wedding anniversary next year. Not this year, but next year. She wants to go. She asked me, she's like, how do you feel about going hog hunting out in Texas? I'm like, I am totally game for that. So I started like brainstorming about, guns and building, and, I want to make sure we both have something that we can travel lightweight, doesn't have a whole lot of, stuff to deal with, kind of minimalist travel guns. Also, want things that can run subsonic suppressors, night vision, things of that nature. But something that she actually sent me a video that was this guy hog hunting, and you may have seen the video, hogs running away from some dogs at this guy, and I believe it's a shotgun he's actually hunting with, pulls up, takes a shot, drops the hog. She sends me this video, and that's where this whole hog hunting idea came from, which I was totally down for. But my thought was, let's say you're using this and that hog's running at you. Transition straight down, zoom, no zoom, take your shot. So I've seen several videos and situations where prey, animal, whatever is running at you and they have to adjust and take the shot. This would be ideal for that. Now there's a few things I do want to touch on as far as this particular optic. I did not know this until 5 minutes ago. I thought this was the only model of this, and this thing actually comes in 3 different models. This one right here, I actually specifically got the one, I didn't even know I did it, but I got the one that was 4223. So when you're looking through the actual optic itself, when you look at the reticle, it's got 55 grain on the left, 62 grain on the right, and then it actually has I don't want to call them mil dots. I don't know what the technical term is, but the little hash marks that go down, and it actually shows 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 all the way down, and they're specifically set and designed for 223. What I did not know is they make this thing specifically for 300 blackout in 2 different grain, and they also make it in a 308 for two different grains. So if you're hog hunting, deer hunting, anything out to 600, 900, this is going to be ideal. It does have diopter adjustment. If you have, eye issues that you need to adjust, it has all those standard bells and whistles. It is also, if you can see the numbers right here, it is illuminated. So the inside, there's a little, your center dot, there's actually a 3/4 moon around it that actually illuminates green and red also. So it's kind of a nice little plus on this thing to be able to play with. It's got 5 different intensity levels for both, which if you're doing low light situations, having that green or red, whichever one you prefer. Illumination actually goes a long ways. I did a little bit of night, I won't say night, but dusk firing, which is a lot of times when you're doing hogs, coyotes, fox, things of that nature. If you're hunting those, that illumination goes a long ways to be able to actually see, I won't say in the dark, but be able to see exactly where your reticle is in the dark. So that is really, really a big plus. One other thing that I did find was really nice is it has really, really rugged quick release. They have a latch you have to push over on both of them and flip across. So that was kind of nice, super easy to mount. Standard, you know, you unscrew the top, unscrew the cap, standard little flat point screwdriver, turns them adjustments, nothing fancy there. So really, really rugged piece of equipment here. I didn't think I was gonna like it, to be honest with you. And after I got it, started messing around with it, started shooting and firing, I actually really like this thing. There's no major issues that I could find. The only thing that I could even consider a negative on this thing is just simply the weight. It is a very rugged built optic. You could throw this thing around. As you can see right here, it's got a very thick rubber coating all the way around, covers all except for this one little section right here of the whole entire optic. So it's really, really rugged built. I have a feeling I could throw this thing at a brick wall and it would survive and not have any issues. Another thing that it did come with that I didn't even get around to actually using, but it does come with a honeycomb in case you want to thread that onto the end cap and use a honeycomb in case you're getting glare. I didn't mess with it. I didn't get in any situations where I needed to dim the light down. For the Mini Shot, let's say you want to take the Mini Shot off, you don't like it or whatever reason, it came with a riser for an AR, so you can run that, and the low riser as well. So very nice set, and this is a set. Like, these are, you can buy these individually also, but you can also, like I said, buy them in a set, and it's a pretty nice little unit. Very, very happy with it. If I was going to build another 300 blackout that I wasn't going to run for night vision, this would be the optic I'd be putting on it. I really feel, I mean, a 300 blackout, 300, maybe 400 yards, especially if you're running subsonics, you're not pushing out much past that, and at least not with any. If you're target shooting, that's one thing. If you're hunting or shooting to kill something, I'm not taking that shot. I'm not going to injure an animal and not take the chance of putting it down. That's just me. I'm not that guy. But this would be ideal for that. And you could still push out, like I said. It's rated all the way out to 900. I'll be honest, I don't think I'm good enough to shoot to 900. So, yeah. So really nice optic. Very, very impressed with this thing. I kind of almost want to buy one and put it on a beater gun and just beat the crap out of it and see what it'll take. So if Sightmark ever decides they want to see how much abuse this thing can take, they can send me one and I'll throw it on my build that I'm working on right now and just beat the living tar out of it. Just pound rounds and throw it in mud and maybe freeze it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, very nice optic. Go check them out, Sightmark. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and all that other social media stuff that we do. So you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time.